What's going on? What's going on? Brood is here, bringing you the last war recap of OneHive versus Kelate Healer. And if I mispronounced that, I'm sorry. I did my best. It was a little bit of an outdated war. Well, before we even get to that, let's first say shout out to the perfect war. Whoo, man! It was perfect war all the way down. People were going ham. Some bases were being tripled more than once, but there was a reason for that. A little bit of an outdated war. The bases that we saw, all the Town Hall 11s are tripled, all the Town Hall 10s, and all the way down, right? That's what a perfect war is. But, you know, there was a shit ton of ring bases up top. So, in summation, it was a little bit of an outdated war defensively on the other side. No disrespect to Kelate Healer, but it is what it is, right? So with that, I'll do my... Unfortunately, I try to stay away from spam attacks, but you're going to see at least one or two here. The bases were basically, in my opinion, looked like they lacked the update at posts, bowlers and miners and things like that. So I did my best to select a few that I thought were relevant and somewhat interesting to watch. For what they did to OneHive side, wasn't much. I don't think once they saw the lead that took place, and if you guys want to see what that was, there was a woo train going on from the get-go. I mean, 3 stars upon 3 stars. So yeah, lots. So with that said, let's just get right into the replays. First up, I'm going to show Zefram. When I bring this up here, I'm also going to say just about 50% of OneHive got 6 packs, meaning, you know, 6 stars. But of that, I think it was 17 out of 17 accounts out of the 40 in the war, and then of that 17, about 25% altogether were true fresh 6-pack 6 stars. So that's insane. But we're looking at Zefram's one of those. He hit number 1 and number 2, both fresh hits, both triples. And if you look at this base, I mean, just looking at the eagle placement being so easy to get, it didn't get much better than that. His other, just really poor placement of the eagle defense and the ring bases. They're all taken down pretty similarly, and yeah, I can't say that word. It's hard, just like Connecticut. But he brings down his combination of his walk, gets the eagle basically for free. Warden behind that. Then he starts his BK and some bowlers over here with that funnel, and then he breaks open that wall. And it's basically just a mass miner after that, or a boner attack. So with this nice wide funnel going on, with that the walk the queen is basically just gonna walk around the base with the healers behind and the warden to back her up on one side, and then bowlers behind his beefy BK and miners spammed right behind that, keeping them healthy, you know, making sure that they don't stray and that they don't die unnecessarily for giant bombs. He keeps them under heal, and he basically just says, well, I don't care about you, CC. It poisons it down. And he just keeps walking on through it. He has a few wizards behind that will help take down the things that are shooting at him, but it's just both of his 3 stars were taken down very similarly. Again, that word that I can't pronounce. His queen is finally down, but now he has a warden walk going around. But there's so many miners left over, and that dragon, it like totally just like, I don't care. It's still in the air with the minions. Didn't even kill the CC. Severely weakened by the poison, but with the miners, the way that they behave in the AI, it didn't even matter. They're going to go underneath. The dragon's going to redirect or basically stay still until they come back up and retarget. But it's like they're just keeping them warm. They're giving them a warm bath as they go around with those breaths. It doesn't even matter to them. And at the very end, the miners just making their way towards the center like they stole something to take down that town hall, and that's it. So yeah, great job to Zefram pulling down the 6-pack on the top 2 guys. It was quite early in the war that he did that. Nice job, buddy. And then we're going to move on down to Fake Jake. I believe it was Fake Jake. Yep. And this base again was tripled more than once. Jake. So looking at, and I think this design that we saw, there was at least 3 or 4 that have the exact same layout. So starting his queen walk here with the wizard just to ensure that funnel was created. Got a queen charge coming on down here, or I still call them queen walks. Ready for that poison, pre-scouting, knowing that it's going to, as soon as she hugs that wall to get that collector, that it's going to trigger that CC lure. This is a fresh hit, as you guys saw. Drops down the rage to keep her and the healers there, and then drops down a midi tank to ensure that he gets a funnel going on for his 4 Valks, who are going to jump into the inside here, and he's going to put, bust into, and then he's going to put down a jump to make sure that his BK can take down that multi-inferno, and then the beefy Valks are going to support him as well, coming in there. And he's going straight on into, this is what I find comical, his walk is going head on into the sweeper, and it's, you know, it's like they pretend it's not there. He does have to use the ability here to keep him up, but with that bow going down, similar to how we saw Zefram, it's just going to be a nice little, let's leave, you guys want us to go around the base? No problem, we'll go around the base and leave the town hall for last. And if you guys, the reason why I selected this one over all the other ones is he swags a spell. At Town Hall 10, you shouldn't swag a spell. And I'm not saying like you shouldn't swag it. I mean, like, you shouldn't have the ability to swag it. Bases should be harder than that. So ring bases have their place in the game. Since the update, I don't see that place anymore. Miners are just so OP, and you're about to see it here. He's got 2 heals left. He's got a golem walk now going. Still a multi-inferno, but with those miners going underneath and then having the defenses retarget them, they also get healed when they're in the ground. So some buff needs, debuff needs to happen, or nerf. I support the idea of giant bombs doing kind of similar to what happened with hogs, doing more than like a ×2 or ×1.5 damage. I think that's something in the right direction, especially for bowlers. But anyway, so he's got a crap ton of miners left over here, and he still has that heal, and he's gonna swag it. And no, he doesn't drop it down on the town hall because he's classy. So he does the classy swag and just keeps it. So we're gonna go ahead, nothing but clean up here at the end, fast forward, and just like the last raid we saw, town hall left for the end, and it's still a 3. So great job, Fake Jake. Moving on down, let's go into number 19, MastaFung against Scubbus. I gotta lie, I thought there was an R between the S and C. But alright, so he's gonna do what I like about this is like an old school logo wipe, except obviously no P.E.K.K.A. I believe it was Snip that talked about this attack with being kind of dubbed an Andy from back in the day. I just know it as a logo wipe, but of course no P.E.K.K.A. in there for the P. So he's going to start his walk, come around the side here. Good funnel going on with that wizard that ensure got that camp. He's got CC bowlers, a couple of giants to ensure that his wizards there create the funnel safely. And then when he's ready, he goes ahead and breaks open that wall, which will redirect the tanks to go inward in front of the queen, who is now untouched and still got the healers behind. So they're going to step in here, put down that jump to make sure that he goes up and inward. And then with the late bowlers here, the only thing that they're going to aggro onto is that DE storage, which is what they do. In the moment that it's down, they step upward to go ahead and help out the kill squad. They're raged, and that's the time that we get to see the core disappear. So with no hound, he has nothing but 17 loons to take away what I consider satellite defenses. He's got a rage in the middle. So right here, there's no air. Everything's targeting the core, and there's one air defense left. And so he's already starting his 2 loons per defense pathing, and watch as he goes around this. Two more loons, and he smartly targets them towards air targeting defenses first, because kind of like in the case that we have going on right here, as you see those target the archer towers, and then just because he has so many of them, he goes ahead and just puts 2 more down for the sake of time, bring down on the cannons. And it just, you know, he didn't even need these loons on the far right here. Just made quick work of the base. Those bowlers, man. Whew. They are something else. I call bowlers the MSG of cock because they enhance everything. It doesn't matter what your strategy is. As we fast forward here, great job, MastaFung, on the cleanup. They enhance every strategy. I mean, they even enhance barch. If you're barching for farming, add bowlers to that bad boy, and I bet you you'll get a lot more. Bowlers, MSG of cock. Alright, the last one here was something pretty. Is Khal Drogo. So look at this. It's kind of similar to another one that I posted when on the OneHive Prime war recap, but it's not quite 13 dragons, baby dragons rather. I think it was 12. But what he basically is going to do is he's going to use 2 of his 12 baby dragons, start the funnel, and then use an EQ to open up the core here. I'll just wait for it to get done in here. So once he's got all the targeting out of the way, opens it up the wall, the rages are all for his walk. Completely super queen it all. So he's got dragon down, no poison, but he's got rage to help that queen take down that dragon. And as she gets into the core, the goal is she's going to take care of obviously all the air defenses, the CC, which is already done, and the queen. And with that done, there's literally not much threat left for the baby dragons that he'll start to deploy here in a second. I'm going to zoom back out. He already dropped them down. So as I pause this and zoom in here, she's going to step up and get this air defense, this archer queen, this air defense. I mean, look what she has access to in this compartment. Just an excellent scout. So she'll step up in there. Very shortly, he'll drop the rage to ensure that she's healthy and ready to go for that queen encounter. He's already got he's already started a cleanup process with his baby dragons around. As she steps up more into the core, you're going to see him drop more. He's got that BK down. Sends out some wall breakers to help him to get into that compartment and just, you know, act as a tankage as well as take down some high hit point storages, so to help out his baby dragons there. As now that one of the 3 remaining air defenses, as the queen needs a little bit of help because she's engaged both royals, but the ability is gone and he lost some baby dragons. But with what's left over at this point, right as that air defense goes down, look what's left over. Not much. And he has 2 baby drags. And that queen is basically invincible in the middle there, given what she has left to encounter. So we're going to forward this to ×2 because I don't want to keep this video too long. But I really enjoyed this raid because of the investment that he put all his spells into his queen and how much she got from it that enabled the use of 5 of his 12 baby dragons still to be up in the air. Great job. Really creative raid. And that'll do it for this recap. Once again, it's Brutus reminding you, you got to be better than the double.